YouTube. Chilly day here, but sunny. Nothing like a good chilly morning with a hot cup of black coffee. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go to my channel. And we'll be off and running. Oh, I need to fix. Good morning, Nick. Your date is off a day in your title. Oops. Oopsie. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see if I can fix that. Going forward, I just created a playlist this morning, and what I will do is add all the video here into my playlist so that if anybody need to watch anything, I'm not sure why you would, but if you do, then at least you can go to the playlist and do that. Okay, I think I fixed the date there. Let's see, did it reflect correctly? Yep, it did. It's reflected correctly, so the date is fixed. Hello, Oryx and Joel. Okay, everything up and running smoothly. Okay, what's going on with the market? Is the market's gonna have an ugly day like yesterday? It could be. We'll see. We'll see. To be honest, I have not looked at the market until now. I've been busy doing other things all morning. My brother, on Friday, he has physical therapy. He has some issue with his back and hip and leg, so he usually off Friday morning. So usually he and I would have a chance text right away at 6 a.m. in the morning, but on Friday, we tend to take it easy because he's not around until lunchtime. And first thing up on the screen, I have is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is around where I exited a couple days ago, so nothing here. One of the things that got me into Bitcoin a couple years back was all the discussion about Bitcoin. Inflation hedge this, inflation hedge that. Every time people talk about Bitcoin, the Fed printing money, Bitcoin's going to the moon. Well, guess what? Guess what? Yesterday, the CPI number is the largest number we had in 40, 60 years, 80 years, something crazy. Well, guess what? Not Bitcoin didn't go to the moon. Okay, so all the chat. That's one of the things that I am thankful that I step away from, even though I'm a big believer in Bitcoin. One of the things that I am very thankful that I stepped away maybe 8 months, maybe more than 8 months, but I think roughly about 8 months ago, was leaving the Bitcoin community of YouTube behind me. At that point, I said, I understand enough of Bitcoin, and I'm going to apply the same principle that I apply with trading stocks, with trading Bitcoin. I'm not going to sit around, listen to all these talking heads talking about Bitcoin to 100,000, Bitcoin to 500,000, it's going to the moon because inflation this, inflation that, a whole lot of nonsense. So if you're into Bitcoin, please don't come at me with any nonsense about how it's gonna go to the moon because of inflation this, inflation that. It's not going to the moon, okay? Trade it like you trade anything else. Doing anything less is nothing but frustration. So for now, Bitcoin is going okay. Keep in mind, even though I did say that I sell some Bitcoin, I sold everything that I bought between 36 and 39, but I still have a lot of Bitcoin, okay, that I have in my long-term portfolio. So it's not like I'm completely out of Bitcoin. So ease up on that. TLT, what's TLT's doing? Look like bond is easing. Could be a good thing. Could be a good thing for the market. If TLT keep dropping down here, I would be very, very negative about the market. But for now, TLT is at least has arrested its descent. So QQQ should have a fairly okay day. It's too early to say, right? Too early. Now, a lot of time, if you go back, the last 3 Friday, last 3 Friday or 4 Friday, we have had positive day in the Nasdaq, and that's mostly because I think the shorts are covering. Okay, the short has been winning this war the past few weeks, and when it come down to Friday, they booked the gain. So you have some buying pressure into Friday. It's nothing. I don't look into a good day on Friday as anything positive. Okay, nothing positive there. It's short covering for the most part because short has been winning. We don't need to. Do we need to look at this just to know that the shorts have been winning? Yeah. If I was short, right, the last thing I want to do is have weekend risk. All right. So it's not unthinkable that short that have been winning all week, especially yesterday, they would be booking gain today. Okay. So you're going to have buying pressure because shorts are covering. But go back to the last 3 Friday, the same thing happened. Okay. We have this descent here. We have this descent for 3 weeks. And guess what? Go back and look. Every Friday is green because short was covering, booking gains, and enjoying their weekend. Good morning, Socrates. Joe L said, I just get behind Bitcoin when I can't figure out what move its price. I already talked about that. Bitcoin, what move any asset is no different than any asset, to be very blunt. Okay, it's about money flow. It's about money flowing into one asset. And when you're talking about small player like us, we have no control over the market. Okay, regardless of what the Bitcoin community think, if anything that is not glaringly obvious to everyone, with all the Millennium, Generation Z, hodling, whatever you want to call it, supply, on-chain supply, Bitcoin all-time low. Well, guess what? The big boys control the price. Okay? Not the broke ass Bitcoin believer that have 0.02 Bitcoin that clutch into their Bitcoin because they think Bitcoin is going to go to a million. That ain't the people that drive the effing price. Did I just slam a big part of the Bitcoin community right there? Let's see. SPY? Let's see how SPY is doing. If you don't understand Bitcoin, don't invest or trade Bitcoin. That's all I gotta say. I definitely don't care to convince anyone to invest in Bitcoin or not. Facebook, how's Facebook doing? 229, a little snapback after yesterday ugliness. we should see some of that all around, right? Oh, Apple, no, Amazon, yeah. Now I talked to my, I exchange text with my my friend, my teacher. From now on, I'm just gonna refer to him as my good friend, okay, instead of my teacher. But you all know, and he's with me. He's not a big fan of what Amazon is doing, and in fact, he would be shorting Amazon should Amazon not hold around 3150, okay, because he's seeing Amazon going to where I think Amazon is going. I mentioned many times, I'm not touching Amazon until I see it go down here. But my friend is bolder than me, okay? He shared the same sentiment, but if he think that Amazon is heading to 330 to 3027 and lower, he's shorting it, okay? He's not just gonna sit here and watch it drop. He play on both sides. Is he right all the time? No, of course not. Okay, so but he's much bolder than I am. Plus he has a portfolio that's pretty big, so he can handle that kind of risk. Google 2783. Yeah, I mean, late yesterday, Google was floating down here, and man, like I bought Google yesterday, as I mentioned, 2775. Pretty happy with that one entry, and I will leave my order down here. Okay, I still have order here, here, here. Okay, so I have order to add more. Would I trade on margin? Hell effing no. End of discussion. What's my thought? My thought is most people can't handle it. Okay, so get rich quick, get blown up quick. Yesterday, Martin Marietta. Where would it go today? Hard to say. Not the kind of stock that move in pre-market. G XBI took a beating yesterday, but as long as it is over the 50 MA, I am okay. I did add a bunch. I did add a bunch of XBI. Okay, so I like it. I like it. What else did I bought? Did I buy some Target? Yes, I did. I bought some Target. I thought about. I mentioned Walmart. I told my brother, watch Walmart. Not buying yet. 135. I put an order in at 135 right there. Okay. Right there. I got my first order in right there. I have traded Walmart many times. And it finally get to that point of attraction. Yeah, I don't short stocks. I buy puts once in a while here and there, but nah, I'm not. I can't do. My friend, he does all kind of stuff. He does options, futures, all kind of fancy option strategy, butterfly, spread, strangle, you name it. He does crazy stuff. He emailed me the stuff. Okay, he emailed me the strategy that he does, and I look at it. I'm just like, oh my god, that is so complex. I understand it. It's not too complex that I don't understand it, but I'm just not comfortable doing those things. And the best lesson that he gave me, and I can pass it on to other people, is trade where you are most comfortable. Okay, if you're not comfortable shorting, don't do it. If you're not comfortable trading option, don't do it. Do I trade option? Yes, I trade. I sell puts. I sell calls. I do put spread once in a while. So I do a little, I dabble here and there when I see the right time to do it, but he does it all the time. He does it all the time. Okay. In fact, he trade options more so than individual stocks. So he's constantly in the option market. So Yeah, and a lot of time when he like a stock, he's playing the options. Okay, so Walmart is doing okay. What else did I like? Um, Yesterday I talked about LabCorp. I bought some, I sold some, and I bought it back. And oh yeah, we're talking about Dick's Sporting Good. Dick's Sporting Good, 112. Hey, my order at 111 is still sitting here. Okay, so that's fine. I started to talk about Dick's Sporting Good yesterday or 2 days ago. The more it goes sideways, the better. Okay, the risk reward ratio improve the more it keep going sideways. So I'm fine with that. Disney, yesterday, big disappointment. Big disappointment, okay? I talked about this yesterday before the market. I talked about this the day before about Gap. I had my order here to sell some. It never got there. It got there after hour, the day after earning. And yesterday, it never even come close to my sell price of 159. Okay, I had an order at 159 up there. So what to do with Disney? If you bought Disney down here, which I did, and I failed to sell up here like I did, what would I do? I will put a stop right here, 151. Okay, that's my stop. So I will take the gain on the position that I bought down here. I will put a stop right there. So it better go higher. If it not, I am out. I'm not giving back the gap, okay? F you, Disney. I'm not giving back the gap, okay? I'm not. If Disney go below 151 and kiss 147, I would feel stupid if I give back the gap. So if Disney give back the gap, if we go lower than 152, 151, my stop will be at 151. In fact, I'm gonna put it in right now as I speak. That was a mistake I made many times when I'm talking. I don't put in the order, and next thing you know, I forgot to do it, or I do it too late, and then I miss out on the trade. So from now on, if I'm talking about it, do it. Yes, Astra, garbage. Garbage. Okay. Disney. Put in my stop. Disney. Sell. Limit. Stop limit on quote. 151.12. 151.12, and then my limit price would be 151.1. Good to cancel. See ya, Disney. You better stay above, otherwise I tell you to go F off. Yes, I have been nibbling Meta yesterday. Yes, I did. I bought Meta yesterday at 227, 228, 229. My average yesterday was about 229, so I'm pretty happy. Adding to my Meta position there. Let's see, what else did I... Home Depot, no touch, okay? Rate rising, you don't want to touch this until it go lower, okay? So I'm not a fan of Home Depot. Lockheed Martin, ignore my advice, feel stupid now, okay? What are you doing not selling up here? Hoping for war and death? Nonsense. Nonsense, okay? Utter nonsense. Anyone that bought Lockheed Martin and didn't sell every time it's near this, you deserve what you get. Affirm, Hammer, deservingly so. I hate this company. When it comes down to moral code of any sort, this is my most hated stock. You know what Affirm does? You know what this nonsense that we have in this economy the past 2 years? Buy now, pay later. This is what hurt PayPal and Square and Visa and MasterCard is this nasty nonsense of company that from Amazon. If you go to Amazon, even Walmart, even Target, you have option to buy now, pay later, and Affirm is the #1 company behind that shit, okay? Complete utter shit of a business preying on broke ass people that can't stop buying shit they don't need. And guess what? Deservingly so. Deservingly so, okay? I cannot say how much I hate this company more than any company in the stock market. I would rather buy a company that's make guns and bullets. This is disgusting. This is complete effing wrong with this world. Yeah, you bought a 176, say hello to 58. F you, okay? F all of you. Buy now, pay later. Especially when you are encouraging people to buy crap they don't need. A, B, and B. I still have my position still. I start to liquidate right here. Okay, I start to liquidate right here. The moment it crossed 163, I'm like, sell some. 170, sell some. Where next? My exit plan is 180. Okay, 180. I will be watching this. See, this is. I don't mind. I have sold 2/3 of my Airbnb. I like it a lot. I bought a lot down here, so good trade. I still have 1/3 left to enjoy the next ride. Somebody asked me like how to draw support line and resistance line. Throw out a name of a stock that I have not talked about, so that we have a clean chart that I can discuss. Feel free to recommend something that is not shitty. Recommend something I don't talk about, but please don't recommend something shitty like some penny stocks, please. Let's take a look at some other one as people contemplating about the Qualcomm. Qualcomm. Nothing to do there. Okay, risk reward, nothing here. Nvidia. Key. Hold it here. Go over, break this 50 MA, and we can see a lot of room. Okay, if Nvidia come out with a blowout earning, and projected big number for next quarter, we can have a blowout, big move, big gap, all-time high. If not, say hello to this moving average down here. Okay, so I like the risk reward in Nvidia right now. Costco, we talk about Costco, but that's not the chart that I would do. Costco, eek. I sold my last Costco 521. Okay, 5.7. Yeah. If you had Costco and you didn't sell when it get to this, look at Costco. Look at Costco. Let's examine Costco. You see this? Look at this. Remember what I said about the gap? Remember what I said? Fill the gap. Is that a surprise? Is that a surprise that Costco went to fill the gap and then reverse. It's not random, okay? The computer, the traders, the hedge fund, they're all lining up at the gap to say, sucker, buy my share up here and see you down here, okay? It's ignore the gap, feel foolish later. If you had Costco and you didn't see that gap, hopefully you learn. Does the gap fill equal automatic reversal? Of course not. Of course not. You got to understand, stock move on news. All right. If Costco happen to have some positive news when they close the gap, it can go even higher, right? But if it go up there on just pure bullish FOMO, then yeah, see you down here. Would I touch Costco here? No. No, 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 no. Risk reward in Costco right now is so weak, okay? It's not even 50-50. Where would I buy Costco? Show me 507. Show me 502. You know, show me. And then would I buy Costco again down here at the support line? Heck yes. Square. Ugly. Ugly. But I'm not bearish on Square anymore. I mean, come on. Come on. All right. This is soul crushing. Okay. From 1025, soul crushing. A move from 260. Yeah, come on. Am I bullish on Square? No. What does Square need to do to turn? It needs to break the trend. Okay, the trend is so negative right now. Okay, so you want to draw a line? Yes, I don't need to draw a line. You can see it. Okay, you can see the line. If you draw a line, you can see it. It's downward. It's close to breaking the trend. Okay, so for me to let's do it. Let's do it since I'm talking about it. Let's draw the trend line from the top here to 70.16 right here. Oh, the trend is so ugly. It's so ugly, okay? It's so ugly. All right. You know, give or take, okay? So it's near a point where it see, this is a good spot right here. Would the bots start to be more bullish on Square if it can go over the trend line and over the 20 MA? Perhaps, okay? So it's definitely in an area where I am not bearish anymore, but I'm not going to turn bullish yet because it needs to get over this hump, okay? There's two key points here, the trend line and the 20 MA. It needs to get over the hump. And what I like also is a divergent. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. Volume is increasing on decreasing trend movement, okay? So I like it, okay? I like it more. I'm not completely bullish yet on Square, but it's near the point where I say it's nibble time. Let's see. We talk about Square. We talk about Nvidia. NEWR. Okay, that's a new one. Okay, good example. Now the person, one viewer asked me, how do you draw support and line? Right here. Okay, here would be a resistance. Okay, look at this. Oops. Okay, so right here is a good point of, see, it hit, it reversed, it hit. So give or take right there, okay, would be a point of resistance. Here's a gap, okay, here's a gap. And here is a key, see this, a support is where you see multiple touch in an area over a span of, a few weeks. So right here, see, that's a good line to draw. So if you want to draw support right there, you could, okay? But look at this gap, gap and slide. Holy cow, okay? Gap and slide, and then sideways, and then gap down. Oh my God, okay? Oh my God, that is ugly. When you have a double gap like this, when it gap lower than the previous gap, woo, pain, pain. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. But here's a good lesson for those that want to understand how to trade the gap, okay? I talked about this yesterday. If you are in a stock, that gap, if you're lucky to be in a position that you bought a stock down here and it gap up here, okay? What would you do? If you didn't sell anything yet, what would you do? You put a stop right here, okay? At the low of the day to protect yourself. The same thing I just did with Disney at the beginning of this chat, okay? Put a stop right here. So if Disney drop below that, you're not giving back the whole gap. So the same thing here, okay? Put a stop right here. And then what would you do? Next day, what would you do? You move the stop after the end of the next day right here. Okay, you move it up. What would you do the next day? Same thing. You move up your stop. You must do it. No if, no but, no going to the moon dreaming. Right here. You put your stop right here. The next day, what do? You move your stop at the end of the low of the day right here. And guess what? Next day, you lose. You out. Okay? You are out right there. Now, you might feel stupid 2 days later when it spiked to the all-time high. So what? So what? Because why? Look at this, okay? Nothing but utter shit later, okay? So that's how you play the gap. Discipline, move your stop up, and lock in your gain. Anything else is stupid. I will keep repeating this lesson over and over again because I see this all the time. I see people not locking in their gain. I see people fail to put a stop, and then they watch all the gain evaporate. It's just so dumb, okay? Inaction on a gap up is the wrong thing to do. You have to start to put in your stop to protect your gain. All right. Uber. All right, Uber. Not a fan of Uber whatsoever. I have a funny story to talk about Uber. Not a funny story, but should we draw a trend line? Oh, hey, see that? Me no likey. Me no likey Uber here, okay? You have potentially reaching a trend, a downtrend that could be resistant, as well as the 200 MA curling over it. So yeah, no, Uber is not something that I would touch here and now. Okay, not for me. Now, can Uber break this and go much higher? Yeah, but it need to do that. See, look. Yeah, no. Okay, me no like it. Me no like Uber. On top of that, you have, see, here's another drawing for people. Previous high, draw a line, could be resistant right there, right in similar to the area right there. You have another line right here, potentially another resistance. See, it's Uber have a lot of issues here. See, look, bang. See that? Would I want to be long Uber right here? Ooh, no. No. The answer is no. No, no, no. If you didn't sell Uber here with all of this conversion point, hopefully you learned the lesson. Okay? Let's save this. No, 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 no. Not touching Uber. Not touching Uber. Not touching Uber whatsoever. Uber can go F off. Gilead. I talk about Gilead. My teacher and I am bullish now that it's here. Dang. We were hoping for a nice wick move, but I will text him for sure to see if he's gonna make a move. I like Gilead here. Okay, I liked it yesterday. And he said, just wait one more day. Be patient, wait one more day. Yeah, he was hoping for a little bit lower. He was aiming for like 40 or 61.5, I think. That was his spot, like, let's go. And then it almost got there. I'm sure he's pissed. He's one of those very disciplined trader, and he always not happy when he miss out on a trade that is 10 cents away from what he want to do, or 20 cents away. So the question is, would he chase? Not right now. You know why? What's the rule? We do not buy in the first 15 minutes. There will be opportunities to get into Gilead later, lower. Okay, so just because Gilead is bumping in the first 15 minutes, it means nothing. It could be red by lunchtime. So do nothing there. Not yet, but I like Gilead. I talked about Texas Instrument. I like Texas Instrument. Oh, it is below 170, 169. Me likey. Me will add more down here. A little bit. Just a little bit. I just bought 10 share. It's a small position. Tesla. Oh, Tesla. See, a lot of time when people ask me like, why don't you want to buy Tesla? I'm like, frustration? You like frustration, okay? There are things that I don't mind going sideways, and then there's things I'm just like, why would I want to park? Tesla is expensive, right? It's $900. I wouldn't want to put like $20,000. That would see the I don't mind buying into a position that goes sideways for a week or two when it's not a lot of money. But when you're buying Tesla, that's a lot of money. That's gonna go sideways for 2 weeks. Every day there is opportunity. All it takes is anticipation, planning, and execute. Ape. What else can we look at before I say bye-bye? How about AMD? AMD, risk reward, no dice. Okay, no dice. How about Intel? I like Intel. Yeah, I don't mind adding Intel here. Okay, I was adding to Intel as well yesterday, so I'm okay. It can go sideways for me to accumulate. Right now, I only have like 50 shares, nothing, a tiny position. Especially when my plan is to accumulate 200 to 300 shares, so I'm okay. Adding small, adding slow. Okay, be patient. I still have almost 35% in cash, so I got a lot of ammo left to use. Pfizer, let's take a look. Pfizer, 50.34. You might be able to buy something right now in pre-market. Oh, I like Pfizer. I like Pfizer down here. I would add to Pfizer. Anything around here at the 50-ish range, I'll be adding, okay, because I like Pfizer. I like Pfizer more than a lot of things. I sold out of my Amgen. Say bye-bye to Amgen. Yeah. Here's another example, gap and slide. A lot of gap and slide, okay? What was it that gap up? Disney. Okay, Disney, once again, markets open, ding, 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 ding. Disney, see? My stop is right here. Now, if Disney move higher and then this is a low, guess what I will do? I will move my stop up to 152.93, okay? But that's what I would do. Every day after a gap up, you move your stop up, okay? To protect your gain. That's all you have to do. Trying to be disciplined, please. Anyhow, if there's any more question, I will answer, but otherwise, I am going to be off and done. I will probably launch nothing but nonsense around lunchtime, okay? I'm gonna chill, watch some Netflix to see if something new coming out, and then around lunchtime, I might eat lunch and launch a regular Friday nothing but nonsense chat at lunchtime. I probably won't do a market recap. The only time that I would do a post-market commentary chat, like I have done the last couple of days, is if there's something worth talking. If there's something major, like a major company report earning and miss earning or beat earning, something. If a big move happen, then I launch an afternoon 4 o'clock market commentary. Otherwise, there will be a market review. So going forward, as I did last weekend, I will have a chat maybe Saturday talking about the overview of the whole week, run through some chart, some planning for next week. That's what I do. I do this every weekend with my brother. So I'm just gonna run through what I normally do, and then give people ideas on what I'm doing. Well, I'm glad you find it helpful. So please, people, hit that thumbs up for me so that I know that you appreciate the content. Not much to ask, right? Oh, Starbucks, of course. Of course, Starbucks. Yeah, like it. Like it here. Like it here, okay? Starbucks is another one where I want to accumulate 300 shares. And right now I have 115, okay? I have bought more yesterday, so I have 115. So I'm far, far from being fully into Starbucks. And like I said, the more it goes sideways, the closer it will get to, the easier hurdle it would have to jump over a moving average, okay? And the computer will act accordingly. Last but not least, because I always a big fan of this, ANTN, Anthem. If you didn't sell here, what were you doing, right? All-time high. All-time high was 470, okay? Sure, it went $2 higher, but guess what? Say hello to 456, okay? So please, okay, I'm gonna be like repeating myself over and over and over and over. If you have a stock that hit the all-time high, take some profit, okay? Do nothing is not the option, please. Okay, I don't care if you hodler, if you long time, no. SoFi, let's see, SoFi, popping. Is it popping? Not really. It's ugly. It perhaps trying to break trend. Okay, so it could move to 14. But yeah, not a fan of SoFi. Oh, of course, Target. I bought more Target in the 213 range yesterday. So That's another one. Would I like to own 200 share of Target? Yes, but right now I have like 50. Not a big deal. It can bounce around here. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't want to add more. Okay, Target. I definitely probably won't add any more because I'm gonna wait to earning before I make the move. I don't want to be, making a big bet into earning. But I like Target. How about Walmart? What's Walmart doing before I go? Okay, it's bouncing, but the day is young. We will wait patiently at 135. Okay, I'm not doing anything, not chasing. TROW. We can look at TRO. Never heard of that one. Oh, T row price. It's basing. It's basing. The more it goes sideways, the better. Okay, let it base. Okay, I like this. Okay, it's I wouldn't be buying yet, but it is basing right where it's supposed to. Okay, it hit the support. Okay, so here we go again. Let's draw the line because somebody want to know what the support was. That's how you find a support. You go backward. There you go. Once I start something new, I like to save it because I don't really want to go back and redraw anything. Okay, so it's not a surprise that T-roll price come down to this and now hold the line. It's good. Okay. If you bearish, no longer. If you bullish, don't buy yet. If you want to accumulate, I would say go ahead. Okay, because I think, I think this is a good spot here. Okay. Personally, I will put it on my watch list. Oh, since we're talking financial, why not? JPM. JPM, no. Those that sold at 157, 158, you are welcome. Goldman Sachs probably is weak as well. Goldman Sachs, yep. Would I buy Goldman Sachs? Down here, I'm kind of mad at myself for missing out on here. I had an order in and I just missed it. But like I said, I bought it down here, so it's in the money. I just wish that I put in the order quick enough to get out up here where I should have. Okay, that was the spot right here. I was off by pennies. By pennies. Anyhow, that should be it for the day. See you around lunchtime if you want to tune in for the nothing but nonsense discussion. And for those that don't care to watch my video on my review of Book of Boba Fett, I gave it a D as in dog. Not good. Very disappointed. It's garbage. Okay, garbage. I'm sure some Star Wars fan out there is thinking it is all awesome because that's how they are. You know how some people are. Everything is awesome. No, it's not awesome. It's garbage. Utter garbage. All right. Time to enjoy my Friday and see you back here around 12-ish if you want to check in to see me talk nonsense about anything. Bye-bye.